out 10 years ago. Not as a lesbian, I had done that long before. 10 years ago, I came out as fat. You might be thinking, why would a person need to come out as fat? Isn't that something everybody can see for themselves? But a funny thing happens when you come out as fat. People start insisting that you aren't. Oh, no, you're not fat. Don't say that about yourself. I know what they mean. They mean I'm not ugly, lazy, stupid, undisciplined, unlovable. All the things that we learn to associate with fat from preschool on. But I didn't say I was ugly, lazy, stupid, undisciplined, or unlovable. I said I was fat, because I am. It took me a while to get to the point of acknowledging that I was fat. Sure, I always knew my weight. I had stepped on the bathroom scales every single morning, starting at the age of 10, when my mother first suggested that I eat an apple instead of a cookie so I wouldn't gain weight. I knew I was considered obese in medical jargon, and that the existence of people who looked like me was considered a very bad thing, but I didn't really think of myself as fat. I thought of myself as a thin person waiting to be revealed. I just needed to find the right diet, the right exercise plan, the right lifestyle change. I heard about the studies that showed how long-term weight loss was only sustainable for 5% of the population, but I was certain that was because those truly fat people just lacked willpower. I wasn't like them. I wasn't lazy or stupid or undisciplined, so I was going to do it right. I even went to grad school to learn to do it right. I earned a master's degree in public health because, of course, I told myself that losing weight was just about health. So imagine my surprise when I learned there that the best way to improve health was through mindful eating, moderate activity, and size acceptance. Once I knew it was possible to care for my health without focusing on my weight, I had to face the truth. I wanted to be thin for other reasons. It can be hard living as a fat person in this world. Strangers have commented on my food order at restaurants, even when my thin best friend is eating the exact same thing. Potential employers have questioned whether I am qualified to speak on health topics. Dating sites are filled with profiles from people explicitly stating they do not want to be contacted by somebody who looks like me. And even pastors have preached against fatness, stereotyping me as gluttonous and lazy, saying that my body is visible proof of my sinfulness. When I started facing all of this, I began what I can only describe as a grief process. I grieved my dream of finally being revealed and accepted as a thin person. And then I came out as fat. Learning to live as an openly fat person has been a fun journey. I began hearing media messages with a critical ear, so I stopped watching television. I began paying attention to my God-given ability to eat wonderful food normally without a diet plan. I began finding all sorts of fun physical activities that I could enjoy right now in this, my fat body. And I discovered the world of fat fashion, or what some people call faction. Throughout this journey, however, there was one health concern that I never could move past. Decapitation. Have you noticed? Headless fat people are everywhere. Anytime a news story comes on about the problem of people who look like me, they show a picture of a headless fat person. Yeah, you've seen it. Okay, I find this very disturbing. What are they saying? What are they saying with these pictures? What are they saying when they cut off our heads? That we should be ashamed to show our faces? I'm not. Our theme here today is, if you knew me, you'd love me. And when you cut off my head, you miss out on knowing and loving some of the best parts of me. You miss out on my brain, a brain that is insatiably curious and still can't decide what I should be when I grow up. You miss out on my eyes. eyes that have come to see the world and its variety of human shapes, sizes, and abilities as proof that God delights in diversity. You miss out on my ears, ears that have heard cruel taunts, but have also heard the inspiring stories of countless fierce, fat friends. You miss out on my nose, a nose that is all too conscious of the stereotype that fat people stink, but which lovers have said is adorable. You miss out on my mouth, which lets me then kiss those people. A mouth that enjoys food just as much as any thin person, but has recently decided that most French fries are pretty gross. And perhaps most importantly, when you cut off my head, you miss my voice. The very voice that allows me to be part of this amazing group and stand here today sharing my story with all of you.